Good morning and welcome to Vlogmas Day 6! It is another dog walk morning and I'm at a very cool estate. I hope it lightens up enough to show you because we walk past a very cool house and this walk always reminds me of Pride and Prejudice 2005 which if you watch you'll know I'm a big fan of. Someone asked on my Monday walk day if I got scared walking on the beach in the dark, and absolutely not. I could see for miles, but today I'm walking along the wood edge and I had to call Sam because I was freaked out. There was a plane overhead. When you arrive you have to walk through the woods for a few minutes, not very long, and then you're in a big open field, and I got so nervous walking through that first section of the woods that I called Sam. So we're walking, we might even do honestly a double lap of the fields today because I'm not walking back through those woods until it's light again. But we do have the sun creeping up. It's very pretty. The sky's like pink and orange, so I think it'll get light fairly fast. And I have, oh, another dog. You can tell I'm jumpy because that gave me the fright of my life. It's just another dog. So yeah, we've got dog walk this morning and then there's still quite a lot to do today. I did not sleep enough and ideal scenario would include a nap today. Otherwise I might not be very good company for our friends arriving today, but we will see. I need to hoover the house, top to bottom. I need to put away the groceries. I have to decorate the living room. And we have, at the top of our stairs, we have been storing all the things that are going on the shelves that we put up last night, so books and board games. So I need to get them unpacked. But when I say that out loud, it doesn't sound like, oh, and I want to make some decorations today. So there's definitely a ranking list of priorities there of what needs to be done versus what is a nice to have. But I think the plane arrives at 3, so they should be with us for like 4:30. So we have a lot of time today. Hopefully some time to squeeze in a nap. Right, I will check back in when we get around to the house because it's really pretty and it'd be lovely to show you. Part of me wants to keep filming because it's making me less scared to be out in the dark. Such a chicken. Are the shades of Pemberley to be thus polluted? We are on that too and it is glorious. It is so lovely. The sky is almost brightened. It's all like pinks and blues. And we're going to cut over and start to head home. There's a very cool part of this walk called the Ladies' Walk, and it is a raised platform that cuts from the house through the fields, and it used to be lined with wildflowers, and the idea was that if you walked across you got a good view. The sea is not far that way, so you got a view out to the sea. There was a wall on one side to protect you from any weather, and there were lots of very nicely scented plants planted so that you could take a very leisurely stroll, which I love. I think that's so cool. Yeah, we've seen a couple of dogs, but so far he's been mostly well behaved, and I'm going to decide if we're going to cut across the Ladies' Walk now. But we just had a... Here's the thing, people with small dogs are, as a rule, worse trained because small dogs can get away with anything. Like if they jump up, if they're snarly, they're not really a threat because they're so small. Spaniels are the worst. So let's see, let's avoid the spaniel and let's go this way. The spaniel is this way. Hopefully it doesn't get that far. Oh well. I was so excited to get a pastry this morning, and the place really close to the house was sold out. They don't have any. But I'm hyper fixated on the idea of getting a pastry. So I'm gonna go for a little walk. I don't really have time today, but go for a little walk, get a pastry, and to pick up apple juice anyway. So I'll get some apple juice for our guests and then come back and do the rest of my editing.
Who would have thought that Christmas?
Oh hey, I finally have some yarn content. So my Vlogmas is uploading, and right as the moment I edited the last bit of clips, the door went and I got some yarn. So this is from knit.co.uk. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so I had my crisis of confidence about Kathy, and I considered a different yarn. Oh no, I'm going to cast out a new project today, I can already tell. So I bought some Prunella, which is a sport weight yarn. This is the same weight as the Myo yarn that I was using. I have a feeling the Myo yarn is superwash and this is not superwash, and I have plenty of mohair in this. So what I need to decide is whether I want to cast on the Kathy using this or whether I stick with the purple. My thoughts were, if I work on this and I finish it, this could be something really nice to wear at like New Year's time. It's a little bit fancier. And then the purple version would be great to knit during the sample knit because it will be like more springtime and it's a springtime pattern. So I might cast this on today. I will probably swatch today with this. And then I was considering, instead of using a fingering weight in a mohair or like a sport weight in a mohair, of using a DK weight yarn. And so I bought my favourite yarn, which is Filcana Parade Highland Wool. The yarn I wanted to order in was Christmas Red, but Simona, I don't know if it's Simona or Simone, the person who owns Knit reached out and let me know that the amount that I ordered, they have 3 different dye lots of. I'm like, would I want 3 different dye lots or do I want a different colour? And so I said, okay, I'll pick a different colour. And I thought, by the time I'd already confirmed all this, I was pretty confident that I wasn't going to use that yarn for the Kathy cardigan. But I thought, I do want a few more like cosy sweaters that I can wear. So maybe I'll just order it anyway. So I changed from Christmas Red to the colour Merlot. It's so nice. It's beautiful. It is like a rich purpley red. And now I want to cast this on immediately, and I want like something that will knit quickly because I want to wear this straight away, which is an unreasonable way of thinking about things. Yeah, wow, it's really nice. I want this for winter. Like, I don't want to wait to cast this on, I want this now. So I could knit a Tolsta tee, long sleeves. And I also got one more skein of Pure Gint in the red because this is what I'm using to make my stockings and I knew I wouldn't have enough. Well, there we go. Okay. Should I cast this on? And if so, let me think. I really should finish my Kintra body first. I'm working on the body of the Kintra and I've got a body and 2 sleeves and I go to finish the body this week, which I'm not going to get done. But next week I could take this on our trip. I plan to take my Kathy cardigan, but I could take this too. This could be my in the round plain knitting. And then should I make a drop shoulder sweater or should I make... What are my options? I could make Bosta, which is an upcoming pattern of mine, which is coming out in spring, as a t-shirt, but I could make, it's like a drop shoulder sweater. I could make a raglan, which is more enjoyable because it's knitting around the whole way. Probably a raglan. Maybe like a folded neck raglan. Oh, I love it so much. Okay. So that's kind of perfect timing because I'm gonna export my video and then my next job is to go and get the things out of the office that I'm gonna need for this weekend. So I'll take the yarn with me, maybe leave a few balls out and pack myself a little emergency craft kit for this weekend. I've used so much VAMs recently that between VAMs and Feeval I have a lot of yarn. and a lot of like scraps of yarn. And I'm just thinking like, how good would a colourwork sweater be in these? Like something really fun, really simple at some point. Like a leftover scrappy sweater. I'm already excited about it.
Who would have thought that Christmas could bring tears to my...
Despite having done no EPP for 2 days, I have really restocked my case so that I'm ready to go for this weekend in the off chance that I want to sit down and spend like 6 hours doing them, because that's how much I have. So I have a stack of hexes that are already basted. I think some people like base lots of hexes and then piece their squares, but I already know what I want mine to look like. So I've got a stack of hexes. I then got a stack of like pre-cuts to be basted. And then yeah, I'm keeping my hexes out of the bag. So we've got quite a few. Should we do a little tour of hexes? Okay, I'm using Liberty Lawn and plain white poly cotton. No, plain white 100% cotton. And this is my favourite one. I love this one so much. So yeah, it's a little stack. I think I have to make like 60 of these, but that's okay. I have a well, I don't have a pattern. I just have like an inspiration on like a quilt top pinned on Pinterest. I have no idea what we're doing, by the way. I learned this like 2 weeks ago. But I thought I'd leave these out because the friend that's staying is the person who inspired me to start EPP. So I thought I would just leave my little stack of hexes just in case. And I'm using the redesigned project bag. I don't know which now. It's a smaller of the two. You meant to use this for knitting. Well, I mean, it's designed as a knitting bag, and I mean, I get it, but I think it would be a weird knitting bag. But it's so perfect for this because I've got hexes on one side, pieces on the other, and then all my threads and notions in the middle, and my scissors and things I don't want to get into things. And there are some pockets where I store some extras. I was storing all my bits of, yeah, all my papers and stuff. So it's a good bag for that. Very cute.
Don't get me wrong, still enjoy full times. We're gonna sing this song.
Okay, I'm gonna do some decorating. Well, make some decoration. So the dishwasher's on, so it's a bit loud, but I'm following a recipe for baking soda dough, and it is baking soda and cornstarch, and I cook it on the hob and then it cools, and then I roll it out and cut shapes. That is about as much as I know. That is about all there is to it, I think. I want to make chains of little stars. I've got some cutouts and I'm going to put holes in them, almost like buttons, and then thread it through like buttons. I'm going to keep them white. That's all the information I have. That's all I know so far. So I've got my pan. I've got my excessive amount of baking powder because I bought way too much. I think I'll just make one batch today, and if I like it I can make some more later. But I don't think it's worth, like I don't want to double the batch and then make it hard to handle. So that's the plan.
Look at the snow, it's Christmas, and there's our mistletoe. Among all the gifts and all the Christmas cards, I think of you. Don't forget.
Yeah, it was super easy. They told me to put it in a glass bowl, and I only had, I don't think the glass, I think the glass made it cool faster. I only have a glass jug, I don't have a glass bowl. I have a metal bowl which I probably should have used, but I was like, oh, it has to be glass. So now it cools for 30 minutes to an hour, so I'm going to go sit, and then I can start kneading it, and then you cut it out and then you bake it. And hopefully it should be as easy as that. The article has like really nice like prints on it and stuff, like they've used something to like imprint the clay, but I'm just going to cut out stars. It also says you could add essential oils. So I checked the ones we have and nothing was very festive. Like if we had something a bit more, I don't know, a bit like warmer spices, I would have been interested, but we only really have like peppermint, eucalyptus, lavender, so I didn't put any in. But if I make another batch for my office, I might put the eucalyptus in, because that could be really nice and fresh. Cool. I'm gonna go eat some leftover chicken tenders from last night. I have 1.5 left, and I'm gonna knit. I might even get my Advent project out. And I'm gonna keep watching some Vlogmas. And our guest's flight leaves London in 2 minutes. So I will track them on flight radar until they get to us, which should be not too long. Okay, I didn't realise that half of my decorating stuff doesn't arrive until tomorrow. So today is not going to be, I'll get the decorations made, but I'm not going to hang them up until tomorrow. But that's okay. So we're going to have stockings. And I realised I need 3 per shelf, which is perfect because I already have 3 and we're missing still 2 shelves on this side. So I'll put my 3 on the other side. And then I think we'll have little stars and my... Oh, I've not shown you them. They're over here. I was going to put it up today, but I don't have. I want to put them on like with command hooks because we have our nice new shelves and I don't want to trash them by putting sellotape on them. They're in this box because my sister was painting a gingerbread house while I made them. They are star anise. Oh, some of them have got glue all over them. They are star anise wreaths. Oh my goodness, they smell so good. There's one with a ribbon. There we go. How cute are they? So I bought a pack of star anise and they're just hot glued onto wire. And these ones have got some ribbon. And I think I need to work out how I'm going to do them. Do I want them all to have some ribbon? I made all the wreaths have a little loop-de-loop on them. So my thoughts are I'll just feed the twine through and tie the twine. And then we'll have oranges too. I'm so excited. This means I can make my stars tonight, and then tomorrow our guests are going out for... They're going to go see a show I think tomorrow, or they're going for some dinner. I'm not sure which, maybe both. And during that time, I think I will just chill and put all my decorations up, and then when they come back, we're going to have like cute lights and decorations.
I ring a bell for those who have nothing, so lend a helping hand. And if you do the very best you can, it won't be hard to understand. And that's how we know it's Christmas for every girl and boy. And you can be sure it's tears of joy. Happy Christmas to you.
I have some makeup on my face. I tried to use a new bronzer and I'm looking at myself and thinking I still look white as a sheet, so I was worried about going too heavy and I think I didn't go heavy enough. So let's catch up. This is, I'm doing my Advent. So this was 2 days ago. This is, my lighting's not great, but I'm under a lamp. This is 3 days ago, 2 days ago, and yesterday. So we're getting more like greeny. I'm going to open this one now, and my goal is going to be to knit up my rest of these today. It's not very much, it's like 4 rows of knitting. And I probably won't get this wound up, and I'll probably do both of these. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow, depends. Maybe it's a good opportunity to learn how to do a hand wound what's the word? Hand wound centre pull ball. Oh! Today is the 6th, right? This is more dramatic. I mean, given it's not actually that dramatic when I looked at it, but given that we had like 3 days of yellows, I was not expecting a grey. And it is like a warmy sort of taupe brown. I see where it's going, but I was expecting green. Okay, it's really lovely. I like that a lot. It still feels like part of this fade, but it's definitely like a graduation to the next place. So nice. My Advent calendar is from a dye called Elliot in May. It is a non-superwash. I actually don't know if it's botanically dyed. I don't think it's botanically dyed, but they are very like natural colours. So I'll put that back in there for now, and I've discovered that my newly put up bookshelves are also a great place to store little knickknacks, and they look quite artistic. So I've got like a project bag here, project bag on the other bookshelf. I'm just going to tuck this one up there for now. Cool. There we go. Our friends are not going to arrive for a little while yet. I've got a little bit of time, so I'm working on my staffing, but I also think I'm going to try and get some of this done in a little while. I ended up not doing anything with my hair. This is what happens when you have curly hair. Like really curly, but you sleep on it overnight. It's awful. But I just tell myself it's like a fashionable witch, and then it's fine. This has been the perfect little half hour or so of just knitting. I knit to the end of my ball on my staffing cardigan, and I'm enjoying this knit so much. The yarn and the texture, it's just really, really enjoyable, and I flew through the sweater and finished it a while ago, so I kind of forgot how much I liked it. And then my Kintra, my blue Kintra, is just sitting here and just needs stockinette, so I'm having some reading. I had a little gin and tonic, and Sam has shared his ETA with me, so they get here in 8 minutes. So I've got this much yarn left. I'm going to knit to the end of the ball. I've got hiccups from the gin and tonic. Knit to the end of the ball, and then make sure everything's all tidied up and ready for them arriving. I'm actually looking forward to it now. I feel like I've been quite stressed the past few days getting everything ready, and just feeling like it was a bit of a sprint to get everything done. But I'm thinking about how this is our first home we've owned, and we've got friends coming to stay for the first time in our home. And like in the past we had we lived in a flat, and we had a 2-bedroom flat, but the second bedroom was our office, and we both worked from home, so it was a very like fixed office space. So if anyone came to stay, they stayed on like an air mattress in our living room, and now we don't quite have a full guest room, but like they're not going to be in an air mattress. And I'm looking forward to them being here. It's just going to be nice, and it's the first time I've had like company in our house, and looking around I'm just so pleased with how everything looks. It's not there 100%, but it is on its way, which is really, really lovely. I'm pleased. We are having ramen for dinner, homemade ramen. I make a tantan ramen recipe with vegan mince, or like vegetarian mince, meat-free mince I guess, and it is one of my absolute favourites, and I know that our guests that are coming are both fans of ramen. One of them's a proper carnivore, and so I always feel a bit like nervous making. I'm pretty confident with our vegan cooking skills, and I don't think they'd have an issue with it, but I never want to make something that's like very obviously vegan, if that makes sense. Like we make things like, we make a really nice vegan carbonara, but like calling it carbonara is ridiculous because it's nothing like carbonara. It's like a creamy sauce pasta with silken tofu, and like I'm not going to feed that to our carnivore friend, but vegan ramen I think will be good. But yeah, for now it's just me finishing my knitting. Little nug bug is chewing on a piece of camel skin, lovely. And yeah, okay, I only have a few more minutes and I'm gonna get up, and I am 50% through my book. I am really enjoying it. Yeah, I said it before, it's called Sunlight, the Haven River Ranch series. It's very light reading. Who doesn't love a cowboy? Right, I think the rest of my evening will be chat free. I'll film a little bit while I'm cooking dinner, and maybe later on this evening, but otherwise I'll be back tomorrow for day 7. 1 week down, and that'll be a third of the way through. I'm actually really enjoying the process. I'm enjoying filming. I was worried that it would start to feel like a burden very early on, and as yet it does not feel like that, so that's been really nice. Until tomorrow, have a great day, evening, whatever time it is with you.